if you're listening, about a kengu, a tiefling, and a bugbear having no damn clue what they're doing, then you're listening to Not So Super Dungeon Bros.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the third episode of Not So Super Dungeon Bros. We're excited to have you, and we actually have an awesome opportunity for y'all. We are going to be having more NPCs in the future, and if you would like to be the name of one of those NPC characters, go ahead and go to your favorite podcasting app and give us a 5-star rating. And when you do, reach out to us on our Twitter so that we can check, and then we will be sure to try and name one of our NPCs after you. For now, we're going to get back to a recap. Our friends here have rolled initiative. Let's see what they got.
I got a 9.
What did I get? I got an 8.
And I got a 2.
All right. Looks like Barb's going to be telling the story.
Wait, I got the 2.
Yeah, lowest initiative has to
lowest
recap.
initiative goes.
No, that's not how it works, right?
Yeah.
Son of a biscuit. No, you said how. Oh, then I don't have to do it because I actually wrote a 6. So 8's higher than 6.
What?
I
So
don't
you
know.
still have the lowest initiative.
You still have the lowest
Don't
number.
make me do this.
You can do
I
it.
can do it.
Our fans want to hear your beautiful voice.
No. Promise me you're editing all this out.
No, I'm definitely leaving all this in.
This sucks. All right.
And that's pretty much how the last episode went.
Yep. All right.
Let's hear it.
Okay, be quiet. Give me a moment of silence so he can edit that shit out. All right. So last week on... All right. Hold on a second. What is this called again?
Oh my god.
Not so super dungeon.
Not so stupid, Dungeon Bros. What?
I think that's what we should rename it
Oh, shoot. Not so super dungeon.
to. Or incredibly stupid dungeon bro.
All right, here I go. Last week on Not So Super... Not so what? What is it?
Super.
Not So Super Dungeon Bros. Okay, I gotta get moment of silence.
It's only been the name for like the past.
Come on, I know. Last week on Not So Super Dungeon Bros was a riveting tale of traveling through a cave and being scared. Not really, we weren't really scared, but we did go into a cave and managed to escape a few booby traps, in which we found a wall of chains that was connected by a padlock, which we had to figure out how to open it. And after revealing what was behind the wall of chains, we found a cloak, a blue shiny dagger, and a medallion. And Barb got the dagger, and Hungry Rooster got the cloak and medallion. And then after returning back to camp, Zane asked if we found anything, and we fibbed and told him we didn't find anything because we wanted to keep the treasures for ourselves. And that's where we ended. Not so super dungeon.
That's not where we ended, but we'll keep going from there. So after our heroes finished that part of the mission, they climbed to the top of the mountain, got to the plateau, where they decided to set up camp for the night. Rooster started a fire and started cooking when they were besieged by cultists. And after quickly dispatching of the cultists, they decided to move camp and sleep elsewhere. Good job, Barb.
Yeah, that was great.
Hey, you got all the main points. We're all good here.
Right.
Probably not going to edit any of this.
You better.
Please don't.
Please do.
It was too good. All right. Let us begin. Dawn slowly begins to creep across the cracked plateau. Ominous shapes begin to appear throughout the fog-covered earth. However, The sun's rays burn the fog away, revealing only large rocks, small trees, and brush. Our heroes have had a rough night of sleep in the brisk, chilly air, complemented by howling wind, bringing to mind screaming men or beasts. But whether the screams were real or imaginary, no one in the company is sure. The explorers quickly begin packing up their belongings, and at the edge of the camp, we see a bugbear examining a finely smithed dagger. So at this time, Barb, you can roll investigation again to see if you figure out anything more about this dagger.
Oh.
This is gonna be a good one.
I rolled a 0.
How do you even roll a 0?
I don't know.
Yes.
You
You got a
get a nat
natural
one?
1 with -1 investigation.
You can't even tell if it's a dagger
I
anymore.
probably cut myself.
Yeah. Okay. You like flash your finger like,
Yeah.
oh, it's sharp.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Yep. Okay. Barb doesn't realize anything new about this, this here dagger. Zane speaks up. We need to move. We need to find the rest of the companies that entered the canyons. We need to also find out if that was the only cultist from last night. Our mission has changed. You will be rewarded for your actions, but we will need you to find and eliminate any more of these cultists, as well as find our friends.
Okay.
As well, hopefully they weren't all butchered, since we didn't have any warning about these masked ones here.
Those are my fears as well. And he begins marching off. So you're walking on this plateau. Like I said, it has a bunch of, small rocks, large boulders, some trees, a little bit of brush. But for the most part, it's very flat, and it has cracks within the earth that go deep down and reveal some of these canyons, like the 2 canyons where 2 of the parties set off into. You're trying to find a way to get down into this party. So everyone go ahead and make perception checks.
Got a 9.
Got an 8. We're blind.
Man, some good rolls so far, guys.
24.
There we go.
24?
You
Okay,
got a natty
okay.
20.
I don't know how to hold a dagger, but I've got good perception.
All right, so you all, for Ezekiel and for Rooster, you guys see a canyon split that's wide enough for you guys to get in. And this canyon kind of opens up further as it goes down. So the walls kind of incline or like slope inwards. So it would be very difficult to climb down. But you think that you'd be able to do it. It'd just be very difficult. Barb, however, you see this route, and you also see just like 400 feet away a cave slightly obscured by brush.
Okay. Let's go this way. I can see a cave.
Alright, I follow him.
Okay, Zane and Christiana also follow you. You get to this cave, and you can just feel the rush of warm air coming up out from beneath, because this cave slightly slopes downward and continues in a downward slope. It is it's got a lot of the white and black stone, so the Carceri Mountain stone and also the Evrion stone, all kind of mingled together, but just crooked and jagged, and could be very painful if like you were to slip and fall down this cave path. But it does look to be a little bit of an easier trek downward than the canyon.
What does the air smell like?
So it kind of smells sulfuric.
Okay. So probably
yeah,
don't
it's just
want to
got that
use a
sulfuric smell to you.
torch.
No, it would be all right for a torch. It's just I don't know.
It's just
Try it out.
Is it just like
Yeah.
musty smelling?
Yeah, it's just musty. So, but it's got a sulfuric smell, but like it's not like flammable. It's not like
Okay.
a methane gas smell or anything
Right.
like that.
Okay.
Can we see the bottom, or we could just see it slope downward?
You can just see it sloping down. It gets darker, and you can't see him further. Barb and Zeke can see a little bit further in, but you cannot. Rooster.
I don't know if I need to roll another perception check to notice any footsteps around the cave or anything
Go
like
ahead
that.
and roll investigation if you'd like to search around the cave.
17.
So you do see footprints that had come out of the cave. Very likely they resemble the shape and size of the cultists that attacked you.
Okay.
So you are gathering that this is probably where they came out of.
Great.
So just footsteps coming out, none going in.
None going back in.
Okay. I say we go down the scary hole.
I nod and I walk in. I pull out a torch. I've got my torch in one hand and my quarterstaff in the other, and I walk in.
I put out his torch using magic.
Okay. Rooster can't see. I don't know what you expect.
I haven't seen that medallion, have I? Where do you have it hidden in your robes or something?
He's not going to tell you where it is.
Well, I'm asking what I can see.
He's
Probably
asking
in
if
his
you see
butt crack.
Roll a perception check, I guess.
Nope, I don't see shit. I got a 5.
All right.
He got a 5.
Yeah. I was going to have Rooster, if he was hiding it, roll a deception with advantage, but I don't think we need to do that with a 5 for perception.
I'll put his torch out a couple more times, but then I'll leave it on after a while.
No. All right.
I still don't
He
think
does
he
have,
knows
he
why
does have
you're
it hidden.
doing it, though.
He does have it tucked away. He doesn't know what you're doing.
I haven't
Because-
figured out what's going on yet.
I'm okay with that.
So I put that torch back in my bag and I pull a new one out and light it.
Same thing.
And then I keep walking.
Wait, you put it out again?
Just for a little bit.
I mean, just for a little bit. I gotta light it like
I
every
can
single
start
time.
it back up.
Well, by the time they're all done with that shenanigans, I'm a good 50 feet in the cave.
Okay. So as you're going down, you notice that kind of snakes downward slowly. The path is not too treacherous. With the torchlight, it's even easier to keep a good eye on where you're stepping and make sure you don't go anywhere. It looks mostly deserted, other than the footprints that you saw that were going up the other way. On the floor, it's mostly solid rock, but with a layer of dust, which is the reason you're able to see these footprints in here. It doesn't look like any animals really have traveled up and down in here. It just looks like a barren cave with these jagged stalagmites coming out of the ceilings. Oh, wait. Shoot, I don't know which is stalactites and which are
I
stalagmites.
always forget.
Is mites coming from the ground?
Sure.
Mites are mighty and tights are tiny.
Hey, Google, what are stalagmites? They come...
There you have it, people. They come from the ground. Google, shut up. Alright, so stalactites coming from the ceiling.
That was a Christmas present from Jake. Thank you, Jake.
You're welcome, buddy.
Dude, I feel like
I
we're
just
walking
knew
around.
that we would need it for this
I
podcast.
feel like we're walking around with a
I was like,
Pokedex.
what could possibly make this podcast better? Google. All right. Yeah, so you continue further and further down. Go ahead and make perception checks.
Man,
10.
I
Oh,
got a
man.
4.
I got a
Hell.
5.
Oh, my dice back.
Wh-
Roll 20 hates
What'd you
me.
get, Barb?
I said I got a 10.
You guys suck. Okay, yeah. You continue straight onwards. As you're going, it begins to level out, and you know that you've come far down. That you're like, you must be getting very close to the depth of this canyon. And as you do so, you see on the floor bodies.
Oh,
Are
dear.
they human? Are they, are we too far away to tell?
You're about 150 feet away from them, so the light's just barely casting on them from your torch.
Who's
I'm
in
gonna-
the
Actually,
front of
your
our
torch
group?
probably isn't even casting light on it. That Barb and Zeke could probably just barely see the
I have
outline.
dark vision. I would try sneak up on whatever it is. Ooh.
Okay, roll stealth.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up with
So
him
do
as well.
you want me to put my
I got a
torch out
19.
then?
I got a nat 20
Yeah.
for stealth.
All right.
All right,
You
I
guys
put
are
my
super
torch
stealthy.
out, and I'm like, is it still like a tunnel formation where there's walls on both sides leading us straight?
Yes. So yes, it's just a hallway kind of thing, and it opens up. It looks like it might open up a little bit more, but you can't really see that.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna walk with my hand against the wall. Then I rolled a 15 for stealth.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my magic to light his torch.
No, we
As
want the
he's
torch
going.
out.
Yep,
So
I know.
as you guys get about 50 feet away, Zane is with you. Zane all of a sudden runs over towards the bodies. Oh no, it is the other group. And you see that they are some of the miners that you had grown to, converse with in the camps, along with one of the other clerics or one of the other archaeologists.
Zeke starts to cry profusely, and I hold him in my arms.
Nope. Zeke is gonna, however, start investigating the bodies, see if it was just, kind of stab wounds like the normal stuff we would expect from the people we met.
Okay,
Yeah.
roll investigation.
And I'm gonna check the
8.
bodies for gold and precious things.
Just looting.
Yep.
Jeez.
I'll start at the far corner so no one sees me.
I want to. I light my torch back up. I want to check the perimeter and just confirm that we're safe.
Okay. What'd you get, Zeke?
I got an 8.
Okay. So yes, you just see stab wounds and some slit throats, and that's about it. It doesn't look like they were able to put up much of a fight. It looks like they might have been attacked while they were resting or even maybe camping for the night. Although you do not see their bedrolls or anything like that.
Is there gear with them?
No, it looks like they've been stripped of all their gear. What did you want to do, Danny?
I'd like to search the bodies for valuables.
Okay. Like you're going to search in their clothes and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll investigation. As you do this, as you begin rummaging
12.
through their clothes, Zane comes forward and pushes you away and says, "Don't defile their bodies."
And I say, this dude owed me 50 cents.
He's dead. His debt is forgiven.
You have 50 cents?
What is this 50 cents? I don't know what this is.
Do you have a gold tooth?
Is this like cents where you light it and it smells good?
Yeah. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
50 cents. It's like
I don't understand how you had a deal to get 50 cents.
Can we start over?
No.
Yep. Start over.
Sorry, Zane. I feel like we got off on the wrong foot. Can we just rewind and start this conversation over?
Let's just go.
Oh
Let's
my
just
gosh.
start over. Go ahead and ask me what I'd like to
Okay.
do.
That's not how D&D works, Homer.
Yeah,
All
well,
right, I'm checking the perimeter while Danny's stumbling over himself.
And Zeke's gonna kind of wander over to Rooster and kind of. So, I'm sorry. We may have gotten off on the wrong foot per se. I was wondering if I might see that medallion that I offered a while back. I had intended to offer one or the other, not necessarily both. Is there any way I could have the medallion?
So I just look at you like super confused, and then I take the cloak off and I hand it back to you.
And I kind of hold on to the cloak for a moment, and you see, I can't wear this. It's a little bit small for me, but the medallion would be wonderful. I did give you the gold, which is also quite shiny, so I feel we're pretty even there.
I take out the 10 gold and I hand it back to you.
Dude, give up on the medallion, dude. You're not
I
gonna get
put out
the
his torch and walk away.
Hey, do I know that he put my torch out
Yeah,
then?
now you know. I think that was obvious.
Go ahead and roll Arcana.
Can I roll sleight of hand for casting the spell?
Sure. We'll do this.
We both got nat ones, but I got a 4 and he got a 2.
Oh, man.
All right, I guess Rooster had the worst nat one. So, you don't know they put out the fire. You just think it keeps it malfunctioning.
Oh, I think the medallion may be cursed. Perhaps that's what's been messing with your torches.
Can I roll what do you roll to see if someone's
Roll
being
deception,
truthful?
or wait a minute. Yeah, roll deception, Thad. And Garrett, you roll insight.
The one thing I'm good at, I freaking got an 8 in. I have a +6. I got a 2.
Ballsack, dude.
Yeah.
What the crap is going on?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I have a 4 modifier and I got a 6.
I got an 8.
You got so
We got the same
you guys
number.
both rolled nat ones, then you both rolled nat twos.
Yep. Once again, I was just barely higher.
Pathetic losers.
I'm changing my
gosh.
dice color. This is messed up.
For real. I just want my regular dice again. Roll20 hates me.
All right, well, yeah. You think he's telling the truth, Rooster. You consider that maybe, just maybe, your torches have been acting up ever since you had that medallion.
All right, I continue to I light my my torch again and continue to try and check the perimeter for danger.
As soon as he turned away, I put it out.
Jeez, what the hell? Is this gonna happen the whole damn time?
Oh yeah, this will continue.
I just sit down and start meditating.
Okay, anyway, Zane is laying out the bodies. Christiana is actually going over them and just praying over each of these bodies. And they've taken out some blankets from their own bedrolls and are laying them over the bodies and are going over their things and collecting them and folding them up in some cloth and putting them in their bags.
Okay. Zeke is just gonna wait quietly till it's finished. He's not really
Okay,
gonna do anything.
Well, Rooster, your torch is out?
No, I'm just sitting there meditating.
Okay, who was looking at the perimeter?
That was me.
Did anybody roll for that?
I didn't roll yet. You didn't ask me to.
Okay, well, your torch is out, so you can't see shit. So I guess you can roll with disadvantage.
My eyes are closed. I'm literally like...
Okay, so
I'm
you're not looking
moving.
anymore.
Not anymore, no.
Okay. Well, Zane gets up. We should move on to try to find the group that also went into these canyons.
Yes, I agree. Hopefully more aren't slaughtered like these ones, since we weren't
And
told
Zane-
that there was a threat.
And Zane pulls out a torch and lights it up. And so there's now light in the room. And he begins walking forward.
Okay, I follow.
Do you guys all follow?
Yep.
All right, you are following on, and the cave seems to narrow in a bit. Go ahead and roll perception checks. We're going to see if Zane notices this as well.
I got a 24.
16.
I got a 4.
Okay. So, Barb, you look down, and you see these footprints. They're similar to the ones that had led out of the cave, but with slight differences. With such a high roll, you can even perceive the differences in these. They seem to be of the same make but just different sizes and not the same ones that had come out of the cave. But you notice they're coming from the direction of the bodies that you had found. And further still, you're looking at these feet prints, and you notice that they slightly go off to the right. And it looks like where they go in is solid stone. But as you go over and look around it, you notice that there's kind of a little lip in the cave wall that, with the torchlight, it makes it seem as if it's solid. But right behind it, the shadows of the cave, you can see that there's actually a path that goes back in behind it. And these feet print go off in that direction.
Gotcha. I would, hey guys, come look at this. And then I would stand at the entrance of that off-beaten path.
This is why you use our tracker.
And then after everybody caught up with me, I would walk in.
Okay.
Yeah.
You begin walking in. Now this is a entire portion of the cave. You know, you guys have to walk in a row. Who's going in first, Barb?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's going in after?
I'll follow
What's the
in
order?
right after Barb.
So Zane is going to take the rear. He's got Christiana in front of him. He's kind of there mostly to protect Christiana at this point.
Sounds good.
The Rooster's going in, and then Zeke, and then Christiana, Zane.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. You guys keep moving forward, and how are you moving forward? Are you trying to catch up to these feet, like where these feet print are? What are you all doing?
No, just walking.
I think we should
Just walk.
proceed
Yeah.
cautiously.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm also going to cast Mage Armor.
Everybody roll stealth then.
7. Great.
16.
12.
Barb, I need you to make perception check.
I got a 24.
You got a nat 20.
Okay, Barb. You notice right in front of you, and Zeke, somehow you notice in front of Barb. 2 people behind. You notice that there's a string laid out across this thing.
Okay. I'll step over it.
Okay, you step over it.
And then
And keep
turn
walking.
and make sure that everybody else sees it.
Yeah.
Okay, good call. I was gonna have Rooster.
I was worried there
Roll
for a
dexterity.
second. Oh my god.
I was like, oh man, Rooster's gonna run into this. Okay. So you're moving forward, and all of a sudden, you hear some voices. And you can't quite make out what they're saying, but you can just hear, just some conversation up ahead in the chambers.
Let's
Right.
sneak forward, go see what's there.
Okay.
Okay.
I would,
You slowly move. What?
very slowly creep in, but I'd also pull out my hand axe.
You slowly move in, and right when you're about to come out of the cave, right as you get close to the sound, it starts to open up, and you start to see the flicker of light ahead, as if torches are lit.
I turned back to Zane and I motioned for him to put his torch out.
Okay, Zane goes ahead and puts out his torch, and he kind of grabs Christiana, and as much as he can pulls her, trying to pull her kind of behind him, but the cave walls are kind of super thin, so he's having a difficult time of it, but he's trying to get in a position to protect her. What did you all roll for stealth?
12.
16.
7.
Okay, so you finally come to this point where it opens up, and you see 6 cultists gathered around this wall, just kind of looking at this wall, with the lights out, as well as Barb. You see a goblin who is kind of in front of them, just kind of in front of them, but between them and the wall, between the wall and them, compared to where you are. And he's sitting there just kind of like, just sitting there kicking around at the dirt. And as you come out of this little crack in the wall, you're super silent and start moving over towards. Do you want to go like towards the left side of it to make room, or do you want to go straight forward, or do you want to go to the right?
I think my decision would be based on my interpretation of who the leader of those 7 people were.
So you can't really tell. You see them all in the same garb.
Okay.
And you can't really tell who's giving the orders because they're kind of having a conversation and just pointing to the wall. And you can't really tell who's in charge because no one's taking charge. They're just kind of conversing.
Okay, so I would creep to the side that the goblin is on to align myself.
Yeah, so he's more to the right side of the group,
Okay.
but he is in between them and the wall. But you creep more to the right side. Then Rooster's behind Barb, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you moving forward then?
I'm just following right on
I assume. Okay.
Barb's toe, yeah.
So Rooster comes to the towards this crack and comes out, and as he does, he kicks a stone, and all the cultists turn and see this bird and bugbear in the cave. Let's roll initiative.
Oh, bother.
Okay, let's go ahead and do 20 to 15. Anybody?
Nope.
Don't think so.
Okay, 15 to 10.
Me as well. 14.
14. What'd you get, Barb?
10.
Okay, so 10 to 5.
I got a 7.
That's up. All right. So first up is going to be Zeke.
All right. I'm gonna step forward and with the old handy burning hands, I'm gonna try to light up as many as I can.
So you should be able to get about 3 of these guys.
Perfect. I will go for it then.
So are you casting it on the guys and the goblin, or?
Yeah, the guys in the goblin.
Okay. Actually, all you guys give me perception checks.
Okay.
14.
12.
15.
Okay. So all of you but Barb notice that the goblin, when he sees you, kind of hunkers down behind the rock that you're sitting on.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to burn them all.
Okay. He'll have advantage because of his cover.
Yep, so it's a DC 14 dexterity save.
DC 14. The goblin saves.
Takes half.
Alright, the cultist, one cultist fails, another cultist fails. All 3 of the cultists fell that you
Awesome, so all the cultists take 11 damage, and the goblin takes 5.
Okay. You immediately drop all of the cultists.
Woot.
Or all 3 of those cultists, I should say. And the goblin goes, and he's hiding. Blah, blah! I'm not with them! I'm not with them! And then, that'll bring us to cultist. You killed these guys. Alright, so we have 3 cultists that are gonna go. They charge forward. One of them is going to charge the bugbear, one's going to charge Rooster, and the other one's going to charge Zeke. First attack's gonna be against Barb. 7 does not hit, I presume.
No.
11 for you, Roost.
Nope.
And an 8 for Zeke.
Nope.
Alright, so they miss, and that brings us to Barb.
Alright. I'm gonna put my hand axe back on my side and pull out my greatsword. And strike.
Okay.
Got 16.
That hits. What's the damage?
17 slashing.
Alright, go ahead and finish this guy.
Okay. So as I put my hand axe back in my belt loop, you can see like my arms just glistening, the huge muscles in my arms. And I pull a sword from my back. And with a mean gristling sound, I swung the sword as hard as I could and severed my captor's head from ear to jaw, almost just the top of his head, and it flew off against the wall.
Ugh.
He gone.
It just like you do the slice, and he like was going to duck. It cuts that part of his head off, and he just kind of sit there for a second.
Yeah,
and, they, like,
and you can hear the thud of his skull hit the other side of the wall, and then kind of just fall down.
Oh, that's so gross. All right, well, that is Barb's turn. That will bring us to Roost.
Alrighty, I am going to attack my assailant with my quarterstaff. Nat 20.
Woohoo!
So 25 total. I'm assuming that hits.
A nat 20 hits, don't worry.
And it does 9 bludgeoning damage.
Finish him.
Alright, so I just swing my quarterstaff and thunk him upside the side of his head. And I turn to make my next attack against the guy who went up against Zeke. And as I'm running towards him, I look back and there's just his skull just crushed in where my quarterstaff had hit him. And I turn back and I'm going to do a fury of blows. A flurry of blows, sorry. A fury. It's a furious flurry.
Furious flurry of bows.
And that is 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action for 1 key point. I'm assuming Zeke was close enough to me to actually get to his assailant, right?
Yeah, you guys were real close. He was probably like 10 feet away from 5 or 10 feet away from you.
All right. First one was a 19 for 4 damage.
Okay, that hits.
Second one was a 7 for 5 damage.
That misses.
Okay.
So you go in, you punch him right across the face, stun him a little bit, and you go in for the uppercut, and he just ducks back a little bit. Okay, that will bring us to the goblin. So the goblin pats out his butt, as his butt was the only thing showing around that rock. So he's patting out. And then he's looking around on the ground, and he picks up a bunch of rocks, and he looks over towards you guys and starts chucking these rocks right at the cultist. And let's see if he hits the cultist. And it just nails this cultist right in the head. And the cultist... Oh, wait, hold on. He might have done enough damage to kill him.
Oh my gosh.
A hit. A fine hit.
Yeah, man, because... Nope. So this cultist is just like, holding his head. But yeah, that cultist is very, very weak.
Was that the cultist that's in front of Thad, or...
Yes. So there were only 6 cultists, and freaking Zeke burned the first 3, and then you killed 1, and Barb killed 1. So there's only 1 left.
Gotcha.
Okay. Zane is actually holding Christiana back, because he's just trying to protect her. So that'll bring us back to the top. Zeke, it is your turn.
All right. At one of the remaining cultists, I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast, and a beam of black energy comes whipping out of my hand for a 12. Does that hit?
Finish him.
Okay, for 8.
No, it doesn't matter.
yeah.
He had 1 point of health.
It would have been 12 damage. But yeah, so a beam of black energy just goes whipping out and just caves through his chest and splatters against the wall, and he drops to the floor. Dead.
Okay. That's Zeke's turn, and that will bring us to Barb.
Does the goblin look... do I need to do a perception check if the goblin's going to run away or stay?
So he's kind of trapped in this room. So you guys came upon them in this room that just goes to the back wall, and they were studying this wall. The stone back there is mostly black. You guys can do a perception check on that if you want. But yeah, you can if the goblin's gonna run away, it looks like he's gonna have to run by you.
Okay, I got a 21.
Yeah, 16.
So you guys, except for Zeke, you all notice that the back wall isn't the obsidian-looking material that Zane and Christiana described. It looks more like the Blackstone of, the Blackstone Mountains.
Okay, so I would.
And the goblin is just kind of sitting back there, like, not sure what to do.
So I would approach him with my sword, stretch forward, just so he could see like the blood dripping from it, and get close enough to him that I could really scare the crap out of him. And
All right,
then
roll intimidation.
I think he's okay. He helped us.
I got a 21.
Don't hurt me! I'm not with them! I promise! They used me! Please don't hurt me!
And then I would ask, what did they use?
All of this is being said in Goblin towards you because you speak Goblin
Okay.
as a bugbear.
Okay. I would say, how did they use you?
Well, I have a gift. When I go to a place, I can always remember where I'm going. So, they basically use me as a map. I'm mapping these stupid canyons for them.
Okay. Then I would pick him.
Because they said they'd kill me if I didn't.
Oh.
Honestly, you gotta believe me. Please! Get me out of here!
So then I would draw.
You do notice that since you rolled that good perception, you do notice that he's not wearing the same purplish robes that these cultists are wearing.
Mm-hmm.
He's wearing, just rags, just tattered, almost like burlap sack material. It covers them and everything, and it's just not fine clothes or anything.
Okay. Just looking at him, would I be able to tell if he'd fit in my backpack?
What?
He wouldn't fit with all your stuff.
Okay. I kind of like him.
So if you emptied your backpack, he might fit in it, but you would empty all your
I
stuff.
wouldn't want to do that. Okay. I was just curious. He sounds like a nice guy. I'd like to keep him in my pack. Okay. Like he convinced me that he wasn't part of it. Then I think we'd start making inquiries into where the rest of them were, what their plans were, that sort of thing.
Okay. All right, go ahead and ask your questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is their base camp, and what are they planning on doing?
There are many of them. They're all over the place. They're looking for some stupid blackish stone. Not quite like this one, but like the one that they found earlier.
So they have one black stone?
Well, I mean, it's they don't have it. It's not a stone, really. It's a wall that's inside of the cave. But yeah, one of their freaking crazy ass looking guys is with it.
Take me to that guy.
No offense, but he'll freaking kill us. I seen what you did to these guys. These guys are shit compared to this guy. Please, let's just get the hell out of here.
I don't.
Zane walks forward. Goblin, please speak common so we can understand you.
Okay. Sorry. My common isn't as good. I was telling this bugbear that a really bad guy are here, and there's more of these little mean guys that thump my head. They're all over the damn place. But, I just want to get out of here.
This bad man you speak of, what does he look like?
He's similar to these guys, only he has these, like, black fingerprints all over his face. It's very creepy looking. I'm like, who the hell wants fingerprints on their face? Not even goblins like could be that dirty.
Zane looks over at Christiana. A marked one is here.
Dun,
And
dun,
Christiana's like-
dun.
Christiana comes over. Little goblin, have you seen any black obsidian obelisks of that sort? Because he was speaking in goblin before, so she...
Yes, the marked one is at the one wall we found, but there's supposed to be many of these walls. It's supposed to be very, very big obelisks that very big. We were mapping the canyons to try and find where the rest of the walls are. There should be a wall right around here, but I think it's behind this wall of stone, so probably not acceptable.
We've got to get to that wall. Got to capture this marked one. We've got to bring him to the mage's tower. It is the only way we're going to find him. This is very dangerous, Christiana. We did not expect them to be here. We have to. It's the only way to get the information we need. And like he says, there's many of them here. I don't know if we have enough men. And Zane looks over at you all, and he's like, we will give you 2,000 gold if you will all capture this marked one.
The marked ones are nothing to be trifled with. I think it would be better at 3,000.
Go ahead and roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Eh? Damn it. Got a 9. I had a 21, but it was a 9.
No. No, I'm just kidding. This is a vast amount at 2,000. I think it is worth you and your talents.
Yes, well, I can't spend it dead now, can I? And these masked ones seem to be
Very
quite
well,
capable.
then. You are free to leave. I extend the offer to the rooster and to my bugbear friend.
I step forward and kneel down and hold my quarterstaff out.
I'll do it.
Fine.
Very well. Mr. Goblin, will you take these men to the mark?
Wait, Zane's not coming with us?
I must protect Christiana, and we must also find the rest of these travelers. We must find the other archaeologists. We will follow close behind, but I do not wish to get engaged.
Okay.
Mr. Goblin, will you lead them?
Blah! That's a funny thing you ask here, so you see? No. I don't want to die.
Okay, and then I pulled out my great sword.
On second thought, maybe I can. Here's the deal.
He goes into Goblin.
Mr. Bugbear, I have a proposition for you. You help, I help you get to this crazy guy. You, yes, I get you to that point. Then I get to go, yes?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Alright. You're going to have to climb, though.
And then he's like, follow me. He says it in common. And he starts heading back out through the little tight, narrow cave that you guys headed from. Yeah. Unless you guys wanted to search the bodies.
Oh, I want to search bodies.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Wow. That's funny. Because actually, the higher you rolled on it, the better thing you were going to find. Okay. So, with a nat 20, You find 5 pieces of gold on each of them, so 30 gold total. And in one of their pockets, you find some spectacles. Now, these spectacles have like a green tint to them, and you know that they have like arcana. They're magical. You go ahead and put them on, but you don't really notice anything.
Okay, I'll definitely hang on to him. And I will toss Barb 10 gold. And then take the rest. And look at Rooster and still want that medallion. And then you just kind of go on to following the goblin.
Okay. You all begin filing out. Zane and Christiana are following you, but they're staying back at a pace. You go back through the little tight spaces, and you come out to where you were. And instead of going back towards the bodies, you continue onward on the path that was there before you. And the goblin begins leading you further and further down. You come to a point where the goblin stops.
All right, this is where we climb.
And you look up, and it climbs up about 20 feet. And then there is a ledge that goes underneath where the cave wall is. So kind of a thin gap up there. It's about 3 feet from the top of this ledge to the ceiling of the cave. So you're gonna be crawling on your, hands and knees, most likely. Maybe Rooster will just be bent over. And the goblin's only 2'9" or 2'11", so he's just gonna be like.
Do you need to roll anything?
He begins climbing up. No, so you guys can climb up there. I won't make you climb for this because you're not under duress or anything.
I also have climbing gear if we need it. So
okay, it's nothing crazy, because this cave, like I said, it's very jagged and has lots of grips, so you're able to get up it. You probably wouldn't have thought about climbing up this or even have noticed it without the goblin. But yeah, you guys can begin following up. Like I said, because you're adventurers, you've probably had experience climbing and everything. But Zane is going to hold off here, and he says that he's going to continue on this trek with Christiana and try to find the rest of the archaeologist, and that he would meet up with you at this point.
All right. Yeah, we can just keep heading on then.
Okay, and they take off and start heading on. The goblin looks back over.
Well, what are you waiting for? Come on! I want to get the hell out of here! My name is Green Lemon.
Green Lemon. Wow, that is...
Yeah, so I forgot to describe him. He has a greenish skin, mostly green, but then like his chest area is kind of yellowish. And this burlap sack area kind of goes around him, almost like a skirt, but not quite. And then, yeah, he's just got like some leather bands around his arm. His ears are nice and pointy and have like some gnarled chips in them, like something chewed part of one off. And he has like this thin brown hair that comes out the top and just goes down the back. And he has very blue eyes, which is kind of, different than goblins usually have. But yeah, like very piercing blue eyes. His teeth are kind of gnarled and disgusting. He's definitely got gingivitis rolling around in there. And his tongue is like a purplish color, and he likes to like lick his teeth after he like says stuff. But yeah, this is Green Lemon. Green Lemon.
Cool. I start climbing up after him.
You all get up there, and most Zeke and Barb are crawling, and you always walk in, and this goes in about, he leads you in for about 40 or 50 feet before he stops
and goes, okay, we have to be very quiet right here. We're getting very close. So that's very close. So let's all be very quiet. No noise. And then when you get there, I leave. Then you can make all the noises you want, okay?
Deal?
Okay. Good.
Okay. I was making fun of it.
I hate this bugbear. I can just leave your ass right now. Anyway, alright, follow me.
And everyone roll stealth checks.
17.
18.
Nice.
12.
Okay. So you go in further, and you notice that there's a bright light up ahead. You climb up to this edge very sneakily, and he stops before the edge. Greenleman does.
And he goes,
He looks at you guys, and then brings his hand up and points down over the edge, and then slowly backs behind you guys.
Okay, so while he's backing up, I pull out one of my sleeping darts and stick him in the side of the neck.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's go ahead and make an attack.
What the freak?
Go ahead and use dexterity.
Come on, Danny. Come on, Danny.
11.
You missed. He
Oh.
dodges out of the way.
Oh,
And runs off
shit.
down the hall. The echoes down the hall.
shit!
Yeah, what are you doing, Bob?
I wanted to shut him up just in case he led us to the wrong place.
And then you hear, Grenleman, what are you doing up there?
Rooster, you need to talk back as Grandlemon.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
It is.
I'm not gonna try and mimic that voice, sorry. But in Green Lemon's voice, yeah, I don't think that I can make that voice personally, but Rooster can. So, Rooster's just gonna say, "I'm going to the bathroom. I'm taking a leak up here."
You fool, where are the cultists that were responsible for guarding you?
They are taking a quick break, and I had to pee. So
Go ahead and
I
roll
came up here.
deception. Roll deception.
Fortunately, yeah, at least you can do the voice perfectly.
Deception. 19.
So what did you say that the cultists were doing?
Taking
So
a break.
there was a ledge that we could stop at halfway up this cliffside, right?
So no. So you're up on top of this thing. There's a ceiling above you. It's about 3 feet, and then you're going forward, and it kind of drops back down in front of you.
Right, but
And
to
you see
get
this
there,
bright light.
to get there, we had to climb up the side of the cliff, right?
Yeah, so you climbed up on top of this area that's high up, but
So I just said that they took a quick break, and I got to the top first and had to pee. They're still coming.
get back to mapping the rest of this damn canyon, or I'll have you flayed.
Oh yes, okay, yes, I'll go do that right now. And then I run in place and do a pitter patter away.
All right, do another deception roll.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez, man. 15.
All right, he believes you, or you think he believes you. It goes back silent, and you don't hear anything.
I start glowering at Barb.
You hear that further down the cave. It's just echoing down the cave.
Oh my gosh.
And you just hear a sigh down there.
Okay, so
This cliff, you guys haven't looked over the edge yet, so you don't know what it looks like.
no, I was just gonna say I'm gonna kind of just peek my head over with my blowgun in my hand with another dart
Okay.
loaded.
Okay, so you peek over this edge, and you see this cloaked figure. He's in similarly purple attire, but it's more elaborate, and it has black, almost like tribal tattoo type of texture on the fabric. And he's got his back to with his hood up, and he's got one hand up on this black obsidian. And you notice, go ahead and roll perception.
20.
20. Okay, you notice on this black obsidian that it looks like there's tiny cracks all up it that are glowing a little bit red. Additionally, this room that he's in down below, it's about 30 feet down from the ledge that you are on to the floor. And he is in this, it's almost like a heart-shaped room, kind of. It's like pointed in one corner. Then you have this black stone, this black obsidian that goes for about 7 or 8 feet wide that's exposed. And it looks like it continues just into the rock wall. And then it curves back around where you all are on this cave wall, and then it looks like there's an opening towards the back. Like, just to your guys' left. The obsidian is to your right, and he's kind of got his back to you.
Okay, so I shoot a sleeping dart at him.
Okay, do
dear.
with advantage.
Oh, shit.
You get to roll again, because advantage.
There we go.
24.
24. Okay, so the dart goes and sticks into his back. And he goes, ugh, and now he has to make a constitution save. I told you DC 15, right?
Yep.
So he stumbles back, turns around, and looks up where you all are. And you can just see this glossiness come to his eyes. And he slowly slumps down and falls to the ground.
Yes!
Oh.
Asleep.
Crap.
So
Let's
I
get him
scurry
and get the hell out
down,
of
yeah,
here.
scurry down really quick, and
Okay.
and bind him with
Yep,
my.
I'm gonna help.
Okay. How are you binding, like, his how are you binding him?
his hand.
Dude, I start like
Holding
I'm
him,
hog
gagging
tying.
him?
I'm
Hog
gagging
tying
him.
him.
I'm
Yeah.
gagging him.
Hog tying him.
So he's hogtied and gagged.
Yep.
All right. But he can see.
With
No,
my,
I'm gonna pull his hood down over his eyes too.
yeah.
I'm
With,
also gonna
okay.
tie his hands into knots, like his fingers. Tie him up so that he
Wait,
can't.
tie his fingers into knots?
Like with
Ow!
rope, just bind his fingers so he can't move his hands at all.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
I don't want him
got you.
casting any spells.
okay, so I use my hemp rope.
Okay, yep. That's plenty of rope to bind him up and good and strong.
Okay.
You have him bound up.
Now after that, I think we should look around the room and especially look at this obsidian protrusion with the glowing red stuff.
Okay.
Before you start doing that, I hold my hand out to Barb, and then I make like a sleeping posture and start fake snoring. And then I hold my hand out again, wanting one of those darts.
And then I'll hand him my last dart.
Okay, and I'm
So you still have the 2 darts. So you went to stab him with it. You just missed. So you didn't
Okay.
really throw it or lose
So
the
I
dart.
still have one
you just
dart.
missed
then.
him.
I have one dart.
So
now.
if you give him 1 dart, you'll have 1 dart
Okay.
left.
That's fine.
Are you looking to investigate that?
No, I'm gonna stand. I already know what they are. I'm the one who got them. Remember?
That's true.
I'm gonna stay by this marked one with that thing out.
Okay.
While they investigate.
Okay. Who's investigating?
I am, and I think Zeke is too. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Check out the wall, the obsidian.
Okay. Go as you approach the wall, Zeke. Give me an Arcana. Yeah, Arcana check.
Okay. Freaking that one. Son of a. I rolled 17 for investigation because I thought that was weird to say, and then I get in that one. Gosh dang it.
You find it very weird that all this fuss is about this stupid little stone area right here. It looks super plain, and there's better quality obsidian elsewhere.
Yes.
What do I find? What do
What are
I
you
need to
doing,
roll
Barb?
Arcana too?
What are you doing?
I'm investigating the wall.
Or how are you investigating? Are you just looking
I'm
at it? Are you
touching it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling its crevices.
So you go up and touch it. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh dang!
This is going to be bad.
11.
Ugh, this is. Ugh. All right, you take. Oh, you're so lucky. Oh, kind of lucky. You're going to take 5 points of necrotic damage, and it's going to blast you back. And you feel just this darkness come over you, like almost like the cave went completely black and you lost your dark sight. But as you're back on the ground, kind of like freaking out, you notice that your vision starts to clear away. You just felt like evil was all around you.
So, do I take that on my current hit points too? Is that where I reduce?
Yep.
Okay.
So reduce your current hit points by 5.
Having seen this, is there anything else I'm able to detect or check?
Well,
from
now
this?
you're kind of thinking, hey, maybe there's something else to this.
Exactly.
So I'll go ahead and let you do another Arcana check, although I shouldn't.
Also, I'm gonna put it on the spectacles before I do so. I don't know if they'll actually do anything, but I'm putting on the spectacles before I check.
Okay.
19.
You put on the spectacles and nothing. Okay, with a 19, you like approach this kind of like very inquisitively, because like the first time you came through it, you were like checking magic. You're like, meh, there's no like magic, blasting or anything like that. You didn't see magic symbols when you did your Arcana check, so you're like, okay. But now, as you get closer and do like a more thorough check, you just feel evil, unlike you've ever felt before, and you served one of the evilest gods there is. And as you gaze into the stone, you just feel this presence, like pure darkness is coming around you. And you feel so alone. You feel like you're going to be lost forever.
I'm going to break contact.
And you
And
begin
try to just
backing up,
walk
and you're
away.
like, woof. You've never felt this way in your life. Even when you've done evil things in your life, you've never felt this type of just raw energy. And for the first time in your life, something scares you with dark magic.
We need to take this man and go back now. We need to leave here. Barb, pick him up. Let's go. And I give Barb a healing potion.
So go ahead. If you're gonna drink that healing potion, roll 2d4 and then add 2 to it, and that's how much you'll recover.
You can also just click on Potion of Healing in your inventory.
Is that right?
Yeah, so you just use that first number, that's 6.
Okay.
So you recover all your hit points.
Yeah, I report all my hit points. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you just go to your max.
Okay.
So you won't recover more than what you can.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, you're back to full health. Okay. What are you all doing?
Get the hell out of here.
Yep. We're gonna jet.
So are you going to attempt to climb with this body, or are you gonna go out the way that there's a space?
Let's use our extra rope and lower him down, and then just climb back down.
You mean
Agreed.
climb up?
Yeah, it's up. We're going
Or
up.
yeah.
You have to climb up, and then you have to crawl, dragging him, and then climb down.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
think it'd be worth it because then we don't go back through anywhere that cultists may be.
I am going to need you guys to make a climbing check with him going up. So who is climbing with him?
I'm going to climb up and then throw my rope down.
Okay.
And here, I'm the one
And then you're just...
kind of dragging him.
Yeah.
Are you going to hoist him up, Rooster?
He's gonna hoist, and I'm gonna be underneath him, pushing.
Like, climbing and kind of holding
Yeah,
him?
kind of put.
Okay. I'm gonna have Barb roll with advantage for the climb then.
Okay, what do we roll for climbing?
Athletics.
Oh dear.
It's a good thing he has advantage.
Yep.
Roll again, Danny. Oh my
Oh
heck,
my
are you
God.
high?
Son of a
Are you high?
Oh,
What do you roll?
2
He
nat
rolled a
ones.
nat 1.
Twice.
They were 8.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So you begin climbing. You get about 15 feet up this wall, and then you drop. He slips out of your hands and begins falling backwards. And Rooster was up there just holding on, not with all of his might. And this thing just yanks Rooster, and Rooster doesn't let go and gets yanked right off the side of this wall.
Great.
and you go flying down. This marked one's body all limply hits the ground. And then Rooster comes flying over with it. And you are going to take...
Oh my gosh.
Alright, so you're going to get 3d6
Ballsack.
damage. Ooh, this could...
Freaking knock me
really
out.
12 damage
Oh.
for the Rooster as he comes beak first onto the ground.
Are you out cold?
I have 1 health point left.
Oh my gosh.
And then
right.
right after that happens, I hit this guy and say, "What the hell did you do that for?" So
What?
Aren't you still on the wall?
yeah, I'm
you
still
ju-
on the
you
wall,
just-
but I
You-
jumped down.
You punched the
I
unconscious
punched
body?
yeah, exactly.
Oh, no, no.
Because I wanted
No.
you to think that
As
he
soon
had...
as I see him beating this body, I, like, grab the
Yeah.
dart and, like, hobble over there as quick as I can.
I'm just gonna try to like wave my arms and just like get.
I
Mark
didn't
to
beat
stop.
him. I just hit him once. and
I
say,
know, but if he wakes up, we're gonna die.
Oh.
Alright, he's going to make a save. No. He's like
I
In
just
his
look
back
at
sleep.
Barb with bloodshot eyes and just don't wake him up.
I, like, collapse to the floor and I rummage through my pack for a freaking health potion.
Okay. I assume you're drinking one of your health potions?
I'm gonna try.
You do have a thing of chicken noodle soup, or someone does.
I got
Carrot soup?
I got carrot soup.
Carrot
We all
soup,
have
yeah,
some
carrot soup.
I give him my carrot soup.
Alright, what is that
It's
the same
it's the
thing?
same-
2d4
same
plus
as
2?
same as a healing potion. Yep.
Alright, so that's 5 more. And I'm gonna drink my thing of carrot soup as well.
Hey,
Make a perception check,
Me?
all of you.
7.
8.
16.
So from this hallway or not hallway, but this entrance to this cavern, you see come walking forward Christiana and Zane. And they come walking forward.
Freaking crap out of me, dude.
We need to get him out of
They've
here
done it.
now.
They've done it. She's like, hold on. And she sees the thing. She looks behind you at the black obsidian and starts walking forward towards it. And she goes, "Oh no. Zane, they've cracked the first layer. We've got to get out of here. We got to get them. The rest of them are dead. We have to get the marked one back to the Mage College. He'll have the only answers we'll be able to find. We must go now." And she turns around and starts to leave. And Zane follows after her. He's like, "Grab the body. We must go now."
I think we should stab him with another sleeping dart.
Just wait till he starts waking up. That way they last longer.
Okay.
Because
Do we know how long these things last?
Go ahead and roll a nature check.
10.
With a 10, you know they're far more potent than a sleeping spell. But you personally have never seen this type of poison before, or you don't know what kind of plant it came from.
Maybe Dan does.
I rolled a 19.
A natural 20. If it's green, it's a nat 20.
Okay. It's a nat 20.
So Barb rolled a nat 20?
Yep.
You know that these are not from the Blackstone Plain, but unfortunately for you, you have never seen this plant before either. But this sleeping, the potency of this can last for a day, depending on how well or how roughly the sleeping person is treated.
Okay, well, considering I pounded its face a couple times.
And we dropped
Right.
him off
Yeah,
a
you-
cliff.
Which is why he had to roll to see if he woke up from it.
Oh, okay.
Alright,
let's
let's move.
You continue moving on. So this part of the cave is kind of as new to you, and they're starting to book. Barb, I assume you're carrying the guy.
Mhm.
Okay, so they're booking it through. You're just running through these caves. It seems to be well patterned down through here. You can see lots of tracks, like there had been many people here. You continue on. Are you guys all just booking it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Does anybody have torches out?
Zane does. Zane's got a torch. He's
Can he see in the dark?
Can half-orcs?
I think so.
I want to say he
Pretty
can.
sure.
But he had lit a torch for Christiana, so that was the main
okay,
reason
because
he had a torch
Christiana
on.
can't see. Okay, never mind.
No, and neither can Rooster.
I was gonna
so.
say I'd pick up Rooster. I just want to get the hell out of here.
Okay. He's leading the way. You guys run around this corner, coming back the way they have, and you stop dead in your tracks. In front of you are 20 cultists.
Can we do a short rest?
They kind of look at you like, what's going on? And Zane draws his sword and then goes, run! And turns back the other way. And you go down this side path and start running. I need everyone to make athletic.
Hey, wait, real quick. I want
checks.
to try something.
We can take him.
Okay.
So in this marked one's voice, since we heard him yell after who he thought was Green Lemon, I want to try and yell at the 20 guys that were in there and just say, "Hold your ground! I'm coming at them from behind."
Okay, roll with disadvantage because they see him on Barb's shoulder. Actually, no, this doesn't work. They see him on Barb's shoulder, out cold and bound. So you guys begin. Are you gonna follow Zane and Christiana?
Oh, we're
Yeah,
gonna
look
run
at it.
like they told us to.
Okay. So you guys begin running the other way and go. Barb, you're in the. No, Barb's probably in like the middle. Who's in the rear?
Zeke, I went right in front
Yeah.
of Barb.
Yeah, he was.
Okay. So Zeke, go ahead and give me a perception check.
I got a 3.
Ball sack.
Freaking hell.
There are far more than 20 people behind you. You're convinced. And you guys take off running. And you run. Your guys are. I need you all to roll athletics checks.
7.
16.
12.
Okay. Zeke begins running ahead of you, Rooster. You all are keeping a pace that's a little bit faster than the cultists, but they are going to be able to catch up to you. You guys duck into a side tunnel, trying to lose them. Zane throws the torch to the side, putting it out, and you're engulfed in darkness. He continues running. He grabs a hold of Christiana and keeps on running. Rooster, you're
I grab
having
onto
issues.
the back
grabbing.
of frickin' Barb's loincloth or whatever
Okay,
he's
you
wearing.
grab onto the back of Barb's loincloth as he's holding on, and they're still coming. You could tell that they stop. Which way did they go? And then you hear them splitting off, and you still hear people coming behind you, but they are a little bit ways off. You run through this tunnel, and then all of a sudden, it's a dead end. Zane stops and curses and turns around, and then all of a sudden you hear,
Ah, guys, up here, you morons! You woke up the whole damn camp!
and up there is a pissed off looking goblin, and he's up on this ledge that seemed a little bit hidden, but kind of like the ledge that you've gone through before. And he turns, he's like,
I'm out of here, bye!
and takes off running. Okay, and he does toss down this little rope ladder that was up there, and he knocks it down. Zane says, quickly, get up there. And Christiana begins climbing and gets to the top. What do y'all do?
I'll go
Follower.
last.
Zane's gonna go last, I'm just telling
Okay.
you now.
I was going to say, because if they start coming in, I'm going to use fire again. But
Who's going up?
I'm going up.
Barb goes up first, I follow him, and then Zeke comes after.
Yep.
Okay. I need Barb to make an athletic check going up with this guy.
21.
Okay, you managed to climb up there real quick. You have a great hold this time, and you're paying attention to your steps, and you get all the way to the top. Right as Rooster starts climbing, a buttload of cultists come flying out of this cave. Zane rushes forward and starts pushing him back and fighting all these guys. And he's like, "Get out of here! Get Christina out of here! Now!"
So then I grab Christina and throw her on my back too and start running.
All right. All right. Yeah, what are you guys doing?
I look
Rooster,
back
you're
down
on.
at Zeke. I look back down at Zeke like, what the fetch do we do, dude? Like, I want to go
5,
help him, but
4, 3,
Run.
2. You guys better make your
Run.
decision.
We run. I grab Rooster and we run.
All right, you guys start running. You see that Zane's holding his own, but they're spilling past him. He can't just stop them, and so they're spilling past him and running after you towards the rope bridge.
I cut the rope when we get to the top.
Cool. So the rope bridge falls down. You look back and you see that Zane looks up at you and nods, like almost like he's appreciating what you've done, and he slams them to the side and cuts his way towards out past them, while running and slicing, and you could tell he's just overwhelmed, but he's still trying to push away from this way, kind of leading him in the opposite direction. You guys get to the top, and you see this butt of this goblin just hauling ass across the top of this and out towards this section. You could see like his actual butt as the little skirt thing flaps in the wind as he's running. This cute little green goblin butt. Anyway, you guys follow the green goblin butt, and it begins to curve upward, and you run as fast as you can. You can hear them trying to climb below, but they're having a hard time because that rope bridge or that little rope ladder really helped you out. You get to the very end where the goblin disappears, and you look up, and you can begin to see stars as there's an opening above you. You climb out onto this area, and you're into this wooded area. You notice that you're not quite on the flat surface of the plateau. You've gone up to the southern side of the plateau where the mountain begins to climb up again, and where there's a few more trees. And there's also this path that seems to lead along it, big enough for a wagon.
Is there
sorry, what?
Is there any way that we can like cover up the opening we just came out of?
Sure, you could try
like quickly cover it up. Like,
I'm not sure what you're doing.
Are there boulders? Like, how big was the opening that we came out of?
Okay, so it wasn't a huge opening, but it was like 4 feet wide. So you could try to like break the rocks down around it, or like, I don't know, you could try whatever you may to close it up.
Are there any like boulders that are lying around that would either seal the top, or we'd be able to drop down in it and they would hinder advancement of the enemy?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
15.
So there are some boulders, they're about half the size of Rooster. So I mean, they definitely cause like a delay if you guys just started chucking them down in there.
I think it might be best if we just keep moving.
Yeah, agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So on this mountain slope that you're on, this path, or this trail, whatever you want to call it, big enough for like wagons, you can see actual wagon tracks in it. It runs from east to west. East is the side that you guys were on. West is the side that goes into Carceri. If you were to like go a long ways through this mountain range, it would lead to Carceri. So are you guys wanting to break for Evrion, or are you guys wanting to break for Carceri?
Evrion.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys break towards the east trail. Are you guys are you guys going to stay on the trail, or how you wanting to do this?
I think we should stay on the trail and travel as quickly as we can, as long as it's prudent to do so.
Yeah, if we hear anything, let's get off the trail, but
okay,
yeah, let's keep moving.
You
quick.
guys begin running along the trail, carrying them. You put Christiana back down. There's enough starlight and moonlight to see where you're going. You run for, a while. You guys are running and running and running. And then I need all of you to make perception checks.
6.
18.
Oh, I got 6 too, sorry.
Okay, so, Rooster, you notice ahead of you a wagon along with several cultists around it.
I grab onto the guys.
Let me see if they notice you real quick. They haven't quite noticed you. You noticed them quite a ways out, but they haven't noticed you
So
yet.
are there like trees or anything on either side of the path that we can skip off into and try and circumvent
so there
them?
there are trees on either side, but Barb and Ezek and Christiana both haven't noticed this.
Right.
You also have no idea what happened to the goblin. The goblin's gone once you got out of there.
Well,
Anyway.
I'm assuming that we resumed our normal running position with me in front. But either way, I like grab onto the guys and point out the cultists with the wagon, and then motion to like get off the road and try and get into the trees and keep moving.
Yeah. Christiana looks at you all and she's like, "It would be nice to have the wagon with the horses. We're not going to be able to carry this marked one that long."
I could possibly distract them. I can make a noise in the distance, maybe cause a commotion that they'll investigate. We can kill the last few that stay with the wagon and get out of here.
Okay.
I kind of motion and say either like, let's ambush them from the woods at least. Like, let's not keep going up the road.
Yeah. So, this is talking to them. I think that we should get to the north side of the road. I'll cause a commotion on the other side, get them to go investigate. Let's see if we can possibly quietly take out these last ones, get the wagon, and go. We don't need to
Which
kill
way
them
is the
all.
wagon
We need to
facing?
get the wagon.
The wagon is facing down eastward, like it was heading in the direction you guys were wanting to.
Okay, cool.
Are we in agreement?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
So they are slightly moving, so they are getting a little bit further ahead of you, but yeah. But they're moving very slow, taking it easy down on this trail.
We need to kind of sneak up on the north side, and then I'll use thaumaturgy and cause a big commotion on the other side. Then, if that sounds good with you guys.
I think Zeke should talk like one of them.
I should talk like one of them?
Yeah, like that you should go off to the
want
side
me
and
to go
say,
to the
"Hey,
south
come here
side
and
then?
help me," or something like that, and try to get as many of them that way as possible.
That's what I'm trying to do with causing a big noise and ruckus too.
But I think
'Cause
they
we'll-
wouldn't be they wouldn't pull
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't pull out a weapon and go that way.
My only worry is him being over there by himself.
We'll be good. I cross back over the road
Alright, sounds good.
to the south side, or the opposite side of the road from these
Okay,
guys.
all of you roll stealth checks.
Freaking hell.
20.
Nat 1.
25.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Son of a
Okay.
bitch.
So Barb and Rooster both definitely walk away. You're accompanying Barb, I assume.
No, I crossed back over the road.
No, Zeke's accompanying Barb, I assume, right? That was the plan.
Yeah.
All right, so you begin following him, and you step on some woods and make just this terrible. And the back 5 guys like turn around and like, "Whoa! Did you hear that?
As soon as he does that,
Halt the cart!"
I make the same exact noise where I was and then dash off as quick as I can away from that.
Okay, we're surrounded. They all draw their swords.
I'm gonna excuse me. I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy and make a commotion like bushes being rustled and stuff on the other side of the road away from us.
Okay. Go ahead and do it with a deception check, because they know that there's someone where you are with your nat 1.
18.
All right. So some of them are moving towards the south side. Which side were you on, Rooster?
I'm on the south side.
Okay, so some 5 of them start moving towards the south side. 5 of them start moving further up the road in the direction that you made the noise, and then the other 5 others are coming towards you, and 5 are staying at the. 5 are coming towards Rooster and Barb, and 5 are staying at the.
So there's 20
wagon.
total.
There's 20 total.
Good job, Zeke.
Are they out of the wagon? Like, who all is in the wagon?
They're not in the wagon. There's one guy on the wagon, like a driver on the wagon, and it looks like the wagon has some stuff in it. You can't really tell from here, but yeah.
I'm gonna converse with Barb and Christiana. I can possibly.
They're moving towards you guys. You don't have a lot of
As
time.
Oh,
they're
yeah,
talking, I'm like basically remembering all the shouts and stuff from when we got chased out of the cave, and I'm just like, they're over here, and then I'll like sprint over another space and just be like, oh, I'm being attacked here or whatever.
Go ahead and roll deception.
Okay.
Depending on how you roll will affect how this initiative's gonna go.
21.
Okay, so they are genuinely confused. I'm going to allow you guys to have a sneak attack from the bushes. If you guys are planning to attack. Otherwise, they're just confused and they're going to keep looking in the areas that they think people are.
So,
I mean,
are they all grouped semi together? Like,
So they're in groups of 5. There's 5 that are heading west up the road in the direction that Zeke made the noise. There are 5 heading towards Zeke's location because he made noise with his terrible stealth check. And then there are 5 guys heading towards the south side and kind of confused because they keep hearing these shouts in different areas where Rooster is trying to confuse them.
I'm going to go and try and take the driver out and start moving down the road with the
I'm
the
gonna
wagon.
try to take out some people by the wagon because that's what we need.
Okay, so you have the 5 guys in between you and the wagon.
Oh yeah, true. Are they grouped together?
I mean they're kind of spread, like, I don't know, as spread out as you would searching. So there's probably like 5 feet between each of them.
So I can hit 3
because they're
is what you're
looking.
saying.
They haven't had a say what?
So you're saying I can hit 3 in a 15-foot cone?
Oh yeah, I guess yes. If you want to use that,
I believe I do, unless you guys think I should. Well, Barb, I guess I can't talk to Rooster.
I'm in front of you, dude. I'm not by you. I sneaked ahead. I was quiet.
yeah, but he was following you. It wasn't that you didn't sneak away from Zeke. He was following you, so
Yeah.
he kind of gave. They don't know you're there, but they know that Zeke is there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care. Whatever you want to do.
And Christiana's with you all as well.
So, shoot. I think I would, with my stealthness, I would take the marked one and
Christiana?
and just hide kind of to the side wherever they weren't searching.
So you're gonna have Christiana like take the mark one and hide to the side. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, she's like, okay, go. She like takes him and hides off to the side. She rolled good on her stealth check as well.
Okay, I'm gonna use thaumaturgy again and make another noise on the south side, trying to distract the guys coming towards me, and then I'm gonna fire at one with Eldritch Blast.
Oh, hold on, what are you doing?
So I'm making noise, basically just like some more some louder rustling in the bushes on the other side to try to distract the guys coming towards me, and then I'm gonna fire off Eldritch Blast at one of them.
So this is gonna be in your in a turn. This is gonna be your sneak attack turn. So basically, I don't think you can. Do two spells
So
in
I'm
one.
just gonna fire Eldritch Blast then.
Okay.
That was a 24 to.
Go ahead, and it's with advantage because you are doing a sneak attack.
Okay, a 24 to hit.
Okay. 24 hits.
And it does 6 damage.
6 damage. You hit this one right in the top right of his shoulder, and he just and like screams out, and the other guys are like, oh no, he's over there. Let's go ahead and go to Barb. What are you doing? Are you throwing a spear or a javelin? What are you doing? Or are you rushing forward?
Yeah. How close are they?
And don't
How
forget
close are
that
they?
you can go into a rage as a
I
barbarian.
am going into a rage for sure.
All right, so you bonus action go into a rage.
How close are they to me is what I need to know.
So they're about 20 feet from your
Okay,
position.
then I'll pull out my javelin and chuck it at the nearest person.
Which one are you chucking at? The one that Thad hit with the Eldritch Blast, or are you chucking at a
Different one.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay, 13.
13 hits. What's your damage?
I got a 2 points for rage and a 7 piercing.
So you and chuck this javelin, and it goes right through this guy's eye socket, and he falls dead to the ground. Let's go to Rooster for his
Nice.
sneak attack.
How far away am I from this wagon?
30 feet away.
Okay, I'm going to run and jump up and attack the driver. I have a 40 for speed.
Okay. So let's go ahead and roll acrobatics to see how well you jump up there.
11.
11? Okay, yeah, just roll a normal attack then.
And running up with my quarterstaff. A 13.
A 13 hits.
And apparently I did 1 damage. That's great. And I'm going to spend my last key point for to cast flurry of blows. That one.
Gotcha.
6.
That misses.
An 11.
And that misses as well. He just kind of ducks back and forth and just like real ninja-like blocks all your moves.
All right. I also I try and wrestle the reins from him and slap him down. Or try and get the horses to go. Can I do that too?
Yeah, that would take another action.
Okay. All right, I guess that's my turn then.
And Christiana is going to go and cast Burning Hands on 3 of the guys that are close to you all, to Barb and Barb and Zeke. And she's going to cast it at a 3rd level. All right, so they need to make dexterity saves. One of them saves, but it doesn't matter. So taking half damage, all 3 of these guys, the 3 that you guys didn't attack near Rooster and Barb, just light up in flame as Christiana is holding her prayer book forward and then reaches forward with her right hand and just casts this burning flame cone out from her fingers that just light these up. This fire is like way hot, white hot, and just burns these guys to the ground, and they just all fall over dead.
Oh, yes.
And now we need to roll initiative. So now, just so you know, Barb and Zeke, you have 1 guy in front of you, the one that Thad hit with the Eldritch Blast. You have 5 guys to the south of you, up the road a little ways, and then there are 5 guys west up the road from you. There are 5 guys on the south side behind where Rooster would be, and there are 5 guys at the wagon. They are positioned like 1 guy at each corner and then the 1 driver. All right, let's go ahead and do 20 to 15.
Me. 16.
Okay, 15 to 10.
I got a 10.
Okay, 10 to 5.
I got a 9.
Okie dokie now. So first up will be one of the cultists on the south side. He's going to run towards you. So he runs, he doesn't quite get there, and he's going to do a double move. He's going to get to you, and that'll be the end of his turn. He reaches up to you, Rooster. He's right by you.
Oh, they're coming at me?
Yeah, because you were on the south side, so you're the one that he sees attacking the driver. So he comes towards you. Another one from the south side also does the same thing and moves up towards you. He's just on the side of the wagon. And then one on the west side of the road is going to run down towards Barb and Zeke. He's going to have to make a double move to get there because he was also 40 feet away. And he gets side by side by the guy that Zeke Eldridge blasted. And actually 2 guys are going to come from the west side and do exactly that. They're going to come and stand by their friend that got blasted. That will take us to Zeke.
Okay, I'm going to burn all of them that were right there.
Yep, there's 3 guys right next to each other.
Perfect. Yeah, so they need to do a DC 14 saving throw.
DC 14
Yep.
for them.
Oh, buddy.
Dexterity, correct?
What was that? Sorry.
Yes.
Dexterity,
Yes,
right?
yes, sorry.
Okay. 1 got 10, 1 got 15.
So one of them saves and he takes 7 damage. All the others who did not save take 15.
There's 1 more. The other one got 3. Okay.
So 2 take 15, 1 takes 7.
Yeah, you actually burn all these guys. You saw what Christiana did and did the exact same thing and just lit these guys up. Because the one that took the half damage was the one that was already wounded from the Eldritch Blast.
Perfect.
So you just light both these, and you just hear these screams from them, just as they burn to death. Are you doing anything bonus-wise?
I'm going to move a little bit more towards the wagon just to take a little heat off of Rooster. I'm not like
Okay.
running right up to them or anything, but a little bit closer.
Right. Okay, so
Make sure they notice me.
are you moving to where the line of the guys were that you basically burned?
Yep.
Because that'll be about half the distance to the wagon.
Yep, I'll just stand in amidst the corpses.
Okay. That will take us to the guy on the north side of the wagon by the driver's side is actually going to run towards Barb and them, because he didn't see that basically Rooster jumped up there and like was swinging at this guy because there were no connections with his attacks, so he didn't even know that the guy was getting attacked. And he's going to run towards you, Zeke. He is going to actually get to you, so he's going to swing at you with a scimitar after watching you burn his friends. He rolls a 14.
That hits.
2 slashing damage.
Okay. Oh, also, I get temporary HP for my kills. Sorry, I forgot to say that.
Gosh.
So
You
I'll
ruin
figure
everything.
out how much it is
All right.
in a minute. Because
Okay.
I killed 3.
So he moves forward and attacks. That will bring us to Christiana next. She's going to stay where she is. Let me see if she has anything she wants to cast to protect you or something. Not so much. She's gonna hold her action in case she sees something. Like she's gonna hold back a heal. That will bring us to this other guy over here. Another guy's gonna move forward from the west side. He's gonna run back up the trail. He'll be able to reach you this time, and he's going to attack.
So real quick, I have
With this
21
scimitar?
temporary hate points, including what I took
Okay.
out for getting hit.
Scimitar attack for 21 against your AC. 3 slashing damage, Zeke.
Okay.
That brings us to this one. He's going to move towards the wagon. He has to do a double move. He's with the guys that moved right up next to you, Rooster.
Okay.
Okay, that's his turn. That will bring us to Barb. You're up.
All right. Can I can I see Rooster, the head of the wagon? Am I in position to?
Yeah, you can see Rooster up there. You can see the driver. You can't get a good angle on the guys that are on the other side of the wagon that are about to attack him, but you can see them. You have the 2 guys that are attacking Zeke in front of you. And then you have another guy towards the rear of the cart that's next to you, and he's about 30 feet away. And then the ones that are with Zeke are about 15 feet away. The driver in the cart is about 35 feet away.
Okay, I will pull out my hand axe and throw it at the driver.
What's the distance on that?
20. It's 20 feet. 20 feet, and then disadvantage
I
is
thought
60 feet. You're right. Yeah.
He's disadvantaged at 20 after 20 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I
you'll
still
be at
wanna throw it.
disadvantage when you throw this axe.
I got a 19 and a 10.
So you go to throw this axe, and it drops just lower than you want to and sticks into the wood on the bench next to the driver. You have missed.
Shit.
Are you gonna move at all?
Yeah, I move towards front of the coach.
Okay, so you could. What's your movement?
I like to skip. I don't
Okay,
know.
what's your movement?
No,
what's your
what's your
movement?
speed?
What's your
Your speed. Your
Should be
speed.
30 feet, I think. I like to skip.
Where did that? Yeah, 30.
30. Okay, you can move. You're like 5 feet away from the driver if you want
Right.
to move to the. Where
Yeah,
the
that's
driver
what I want to do.
All right.
He
You move up
skips to
there.
to the wagon.
Yep, skips.
Roost, you're up.
All right, I'm going to use.
So just so you know what you have next to you, you have the driver in front of you that you're right next to, and then you have 4 guys on the like behind you on the south side.
Okay.
Well, actually, technically 5 guys because you have the guy at the rear south end of the wagon who could also reach you on his turn potentially.
All right,
And you have 2 other south guys that haven't run forward yet.
right, and just to confirm, I did a total of 7 damage last turn. No, I did 1 damage last turn. Okay.
Yeah, you did 1 damage.
Alrighty. All right, we are going to do a unarmed attack against the driver.
Okay.
23.
23 hits. What's your damage?
6 damage.
6 damage. All right, he's looking real weak. He like slumps back over as you punch him in the face, and he goes a little bit limp, but then kind of rights himself.
As a bonus action, can I try and grab the reins and spur the horses forward?
Yeah, go ahead and make an athletic check against him.
16.
He takes the reins back out of your hands and just pushes you off him. He got a higher strength check. Okay, you doing anything else? Movement or anything?
What is the configuration of this wagon? Is it just an open bedded wagon, or...
This rectangular wagon with the driver's seat, it's just a wooden bench there, and then it's kind of like the panels, the side panels are about 2 feet tall, and it's just kind of flat in the back with a bunch of goods that seem to be covered with some like burlap material.
Can I move to the other side of the driver?
Which side of the driver?
Yeah,
like
that's
towards
the
where
side.
Barb is?
No, that's the side. If you move the other side, that's where other guys are attacking you.
Yep.
from.
Oh, so
If you move towards Barb,
the bad guys
there's-
are between... The driver's between me and the majority of the enemies?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind.
Or
I'll
no.
just-
That you're in between the driver and the majority of the
Right,
enemies.
so I want to move to the other side of the driver if I can.
Okay, you're just moving on to the other side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying
the
to put the
driver.
driver
Okay.
between me and the bad guys so that they have, well, the
Okay.
majority of them anyway.
Go ahead.
All right, that's what I'm doing.
That's your turn. All right, so the guy that was guarding the front south end of it climbs up onto the wagon, and he's going to swing at you. 16.
Yep.
3 slashing damage. That's his turn. The guy at the rear south end, he's actually going to run over towards Zeke because there's too many people for him to get at where you are. And he's going to come over to Zeke and attack. Does a 20 hit? Yes, it does.
Yes.
6 slashing damage. And then the driver is going to attack you, Rooster. Does a 16 hit.
Yeah.
7 slashing damage. And seeing this slashing damage come upon you, Christiana is going to cast... She's going to cast Healing Word on you at a 4th level. Wait a minute, where are you at? What are your health points?
I have 1 health point.
Yeah, she's going to cast it at level 4. You are going to heal for 16 points. Okay. The driver is done. And the final 2 guys that were over on the south end move forward and start to climb on the side of the wagon. Like on the south side, climbing up into the wagon behind you and the driver.
Got it.
And that will be their turn. That will bring us back to the top, which will bring us to one of the guys that is actually next to you. He's going to climb up onto the wagon and slice at you. Rooster. 17.
Jeez, man.
3 slashing damage. Then we have the 17 dude who's also going to attack you. He rolls a 5 and completely misses. There's just a lot of people there, so he's trying to swing very accurately because he's trying not to hit any of his friends. That will bring us to Christiana, who is going to just protect the guy. She doesn't have a clear line of sight on anybody. And that will bring us to one guy attacking Zeke for... Oh, he misses as well. Just swings. Zeke definitely dodges out of the way. One more guy's going to attack Rooster for a 16.
Balls, dude.
7 slashing damage.
Holy shiz.
And that will bring us to Barb.
All right, I'm gonna pull out. I'm still in rage mode, right? That lasts for a certain
Oh yeah,
amount of
it
time.
lasts like a while.
Okay, I pull out my great sword and jump up on the wagon and strike the driver.
Okay.
9.
That's gonna miss.
Hey, did you skip Zeke, or is he still coming?
Oh shoot, Zeke, yeah, you're
Okay, I
up.
wasn't sure if I went before or after.
Sorry,
No,
buddy.
you're fine.
Yeah.
I just didn't remember if I went before or after Barb.
I don't know how I missed you.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Probably
Once
because you're
Barb's
trying to
done-
track 20 people.
Yeah, for real.
That might be it.
Let Barb do anything else if you want to do something.
Okay, so I missed. Can I swing the opposite way and try to hit someone behind him?
I don't think so. I don't think your barbarian can attack twice.
Not yet, no.
Alright, that's my turn then.
Okay. So Zeke is going to cast Eldritch Blast, and he's going to try to hit one of the guys attacking Rooster.
Okay.
Fired off for a 12.
That's going to hit.
Okay, and
To
that's
your damage.
11 damage.
All right, this Eldritch Blast comes out of nowhere and goes soaring between Barb and Rooster and just nails this guy square between the eyes, and he drops down dead.
That was just one of the guys in the back of the wagon?
No, not in the back of the wagon. He was one of the guys that climbed up and attacked you.
Okay, gotcha.
And I yell at them in Infernal and say, "You serve the wrong masters." And I also gained another 6 health for killing him.
Jeez, there's not like a cap on that?
Nope. Every time it's temporary hit points. Anytime I reduce a hostile creature to 0 hit points, you gain temporary hit points equal to your charisma modifier plus your warlock level.
Jeez.
Yeah, man.
Which
I'm a lot
means
more
you get
tanky than I
5
thought,
points for your Deuteronomy.
because I have 18
and,
temporary hit points right now.
and,
It's freaking dope.
You gotta divide that by 56 plus 42, 96, that makes 4.
That's a little advanced for
Okay.
a barbarian, isn't it?
32.
All right, one more. So we have one guy that's going to attack Zeke. He slices with a scimitar. A 14.
Yep. That'll hit.
5 slashing damage.
Bring it on.
That will bring us to Rooster before the next set of guys go.
Alright, I am going to punch this freaking driver in the throat.
Maybe.
Kick his ass,
19
Seabass.
for 6 damage.
All right, you go ahead and you punch this guy right in the throat and just break his trachea and and his neck, and he just slumps down
Awesome.
and chokes to death.
Did
on his
Barb get
blood.
on the wagon?
Yeah, Barb's like right with you. Right, Barb? You did climb on the wagon.
Yeah, I'm on the wagon.
And
He's
there's
kind of behind the seat in the main part of the thing, but yeah,
right, but there's like what?
there wasn't.
5 other guys on the wagon, including Barb and myself, or not including Barb and myself.
There was the driver who was right next to you, and then there's 3 other guys because Zeke killed one of the guys, and then there's 2 guys on the side of the wagon about to climb up onto the side.
Okay, I want to try and get the horses to jolt the wagon forward and start moving up the road.
Okay, go ahead and roll animal handling.
And as I do that, I want to make the jackalope scream that I heard from the first battle that I had with the jackalope.
Okay.
And then an animal handling thing.
Yep.
15.
Okay, they start to move forward. The guys on the side can't get up in, and the horses move forward about 15 feet.
Alrighty. that was my bonus action. So I guess that's the end of my turn.
Okay, so that means there is none of those guys are on there. So I guess all of them are going to head for Zeke. So Zeke, you are going to get attacked 4 times.
Bring it on.
1, 16,
That'll hit.
5 slashing,
Okay.
15,
That'll hit.
7 slashing, 8,
Nope.
miss, and a 21. Did I say 4 or 5 times? Hold on. 4 times. Okay. 21 for 4 slashing.
Okay.
Okay, that will bring us back to the top. So one guy is going to swing at Rooster and try to attack him. Swinging at Rooster, a 19 to hit,
Yeah.
7 slashing.
Alright, I'm unconscious.
Alright, so he drops slack into the chair. Then one of the other guys is going to attack Barb. He rolls a 5 and misses. And that will leave us with Zeke will be next.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast at one of the people next to me.
Okay, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys around you. You have 6 guys around you. None of them are hurt. What'd you get?
12 to hit.
Hits. What's damage?
14.
All right, you blast another one right through the eye socket, and he drops down with a smoking hole in his head.
Frick yeah. and I get 6 more health.
Ridiculous. You'll never die.
That's what you get when you make a deal with the devil.
Christiana is going to move forward a little bit and cast Burning Hands at a first level on 3 of the guys that are next to you.
Thank you.
Zeke. And they are going to roll. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, one got a 20. One got a natural 20, so he dodged completely out of the way. And the other one got a 6. So one of them dies, and the other one takes half the damage and is looking worse for the wear, but does not die. And that will bring us to one guy that is attacking Zeke. 20 hit.
Yep.
6 slashing damage.
Okay.
One other guy's going to attack Barb that is on the wagon. So there are 3 guys on the wagon with you, Barb.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay, so he misses. Now it is Barb's turn.
Okay. I saw my greatsword, so I just hit the closest one. The one that knocked out.
Rooster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a 9.
That's going to be a miss. So the way this works, you can administer health potions, but it costs an action when you're administering a health potion to someone else, and it's a bonus action when you give it to yourself. But anyway, that's going to bring us to Rooster, who needs to bank a death saving throw.
18.
Okay, you save. The horses move another 15 feet away, and it will bring us to the 4 other guys that are next to Zeke, who are all going to attack Zeke. 9 to hit doesn't. 7 doesn't. Natural 20 for 7 damage.
Okay.
And one more. And an 8, so he misses as well.
Ooh.
So one of them gets hit on you. That will bring us back to the top. Barb, you're going to get attacked twice. 14.
Nope.
And a 9 doesn't either. That will bring us to Zeke.
Alright, I'm going to Eldritch Blast one of the people right next to me.
Okay.
23 to hit.
23 to hit. Hits.
And it's a 6 for damage.
6 for damage. You shoot it, and they're all like swinging at you, so you're dodging and just like shooting off these Eldritch Blasts. And it's pretty freaking cool looking. But your aim is a little bit off on this one, and it just clips his shoulder and does a little bit of damage. His arm kind of drops loosely and limply to his side, but he's still alive.
And I can drink a health potion as a
bonus action.
Okay, and I'm going to chug a health potion really quick and shout out, "I need a little help over here."
You're like 50 feet away from us now. Because you're like 30, we're way behind us. We're like 30 feet behind us, and we've already moved 30 more feet on
Yeah, they're 30 feet away. They're like...
Yeah, we're like 60 feet away.
Almost 60 feet away, yeah. In the wagon, because the wagon took off when Rooster tried to drive away.
Oh, I know. I'm just a little busy.
Okay. So one more guy's going to attack you before it is... Oh, no. It's Christiana's turn. So Christiana sees that Zeke's in trouble. She runs forward, and she's going to take a hack at one of these guys with her mace. And completely misses. She is out of her element swinging a weapon at anything. She just misses. That's going to be the end of her turn. The guy that she swung at is going to swing at her. And he hits, dealing 2 damage to Christiana. Now we're back onto the wagon. One guy's going to swing at Barb. One of the 3 guys left. And he misses. Barb, it is now your turn.
Okay, I'm going to swing it. Actually, what is your health at now?
Rooster's unconscious. He has 1 saving throw and no deaths. So he has 1 success and no fails. If he has 3 fails, he dies. If he has 3 successes, he stabilizes.
Oh, but I can't give him health now.
You can give him a health potion. It'll cost you an action.
I'm going to swing at the guy that's closest to him.
Okay.
With my greatsword.
Go for it.
12.
12 hits. What's your damage?
13 slashing.
Plus
Okay.
2 rage.
So
Plus 2 rage.
so you slash and just gash this guy across the chest, and he falls backwards and like falls down and then gets caught under the wheel and just and gets his head ripped off in the spokes. That's one guy down. That'll bring us to Rooster. You need to make another death saving throw.
3.
That's a fail. That will bring us to four guys are going to attack on Zeke. Actually, three guys are going to attack Zeke. One more is going to go after Christiana. So first on Zeke is a 7, 7, 8. But all three miss, and then one hits Christiana. I believe that hits her. Nope. Christiana just blocks it aside with her mace and gives him an evil stare. All right, that'll bring us to the top. You're going to have one person attack you, Barb, one of the two guys that are left in the wagon. He swings 15 to hit.
Nope.
Gosh, your AC is so high. What is your AC?
16.
Jeez, okay. He misses. That will bring us to Zeke. You're up.
Okay, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the same guy I did before.
Okay.
10 to hit. Probably doesn't hit.
A 10 misses.
Okay. There's no way I could get away from them because they could catch up the next turn anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna stand my ground. Stand my ground.
Okay. Christiana's going to drop her mace and pull out her quarterstaff and swing it at him with two hands. And she hits the guy that was attacking you and bludgeons him right in the face, and he crumples to the ground. So that is one more guy dead. Then a guy is going to attack Christiana and misses. So one more guy is going to attack Barb, and then it'll be Barb's turn. He attacks with a 5 and misses. Go, Barb.
Okay, I'll attack the guy that attacked me with the greatsword.
Okay.
21.
21 hits. What's your damage?
Rage 2. Slashing 13.
Okay, go ahead and finish it, that one.
And so I get like this really pissed off look in my face, and my eyebrows are all jacked up and stuff, and I'm just like sweating profusely, and I let both my fangs hang out the sides of my mouth, and I just lop this guy's head right off. And when his head flies kind of up, and then I turn my sword on the side and hit it like a baseball. So I need to roll in acrobatics because that's pretty badass.
Okay, roll acrobatics. We'll see how baseball-like, if you whiff or just hit the thing.
I got a 4.
It's a nat 1.
You do exactly what you meant to, and then you swing off balance and fall back into the carriage, into the wagon.
Oh, my
All
It
right.
looked good in my mind.
It looked good in your mind. You can use your movement to stand back up.
Okay, I'll stand back up.
Okay. All right, that will take us to Rooster, who needs to make another death saving throw.
12.
That passes. 2 successes, 1 failure. All right, that'll bring us to the 3 other guys that are around Zeke. 2 of them will attack Zeke. 1 will attack Christiana. 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
3 damage for you.
Okay.
Nat 1. This guy swings, and you cast an Eldritch Blast, and it shatters his sword, and it just falls to the ground.
Hells yeah.
Then one's going to attack Christiana. Misses. Okay. Yep, that will bring us to top the order to the one guy left on the carriage with Barb. He's going to swing at Barb with a 22. He
hits.
finally hits Barb and does 2 slashing damage.
Oh.
Oh no. Okay, let's go ahead and go to Zeke. You up.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on the guy who still has his sword.
Okay.
12 to hit,
That hits.
11 damage.
That finishes him off. Another bolt right through the eye socket, and he goes down in a heap.
Sweet.
That will bring us to Christiana. who is going to go ahead and attack again with her quarterstaff and hit. And she just freaking swings this thing as hard as she can with 2 hands and just cracks it down on this guy's skull, and he crumples to the ground dead. And that is Christiana's turn. That'll bring us to Barb. So what we have left, we have 2 left. One is engaged with Christiana, 1 engaged with Zeke, and then 1 on the wagon with you, Barb.
So we
and
have
then
3
Rooster
left
is out
then?
cold. Yep.
Okay.
And
So-
the horse is actually... No, wait. Rooster's turn hasn't come up. Never mind.
So, I'll use my great sword and try to kill him.
Go for it.
11 plus 1.
11 plus 1. Is that the damage?
Yeah, it's 11.
Oh, okay. That's a miss. So you swing and miss. That'll take us to Rooster. Go ahead and make a death saving throw.
2.
Oh, shit.
2. All right, 2 fails. If he gets 1 more fail before getting healed, he dies. That will take us to the guy that's with Barb, because it's going to take it. Oh, wait, no, wait. It's going to take us to the 2 guys that are next to Zeke and Christiana. One's going to attack Christiana, one's going to attack Zeke. 22 to hit on you, Zeke,
That'll hit.
for 6 damage. And then Christiana he misses Christiana. Now, the last one on the carriage is going to attack you, Barb, with a 22 that hits for 7 damage. And that will take us to you, Zeke.
Okay.
And also, the carriage has moved another 15 feet, so it's like 85 feet away from you, or 75 feet away from you guys.
Okay. And seeing that there's still the one left standing and our poor bird is down, I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at the last guy on the wagon.
How far is the
120
casting
feet.
range on it? All right, you got it.
17 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
12 damage.
12. And Barb, you swing and miss on this guy, and it just goes over. He swings back at you, and just as he goes to swing, an Eldritch Blast comes and hits him right in the side of the head, and he falls and crumples off of the wagon. Great shot, Zeke. Great shot. All right, that'll bring us to Christiana, who's going to swing at one of these guys in front of her and Zeke with her quarterstaff. She hits, and she kills another one, just completely bashing their brains in with these bow staff or quarterstaff attacks. And that will bring us to Barb.
Okay, I'm going to give a healing to...
Okay, so you pull out one of your health potions and administer it to Rooster. Rooster, go ahead and roll for that health potion, 2d4 plus 2.
7.
Okay.
So is that how
You
many
pop
hit points
up
I get
with-
back?
Yep, you pop up with 7 hit points. And that will bring us to your turn, Rooster.
I pull on the reins and try and stop
Alright.
these horses.
You pull back on the reins, and the horses rear up, and the carriage the wagon comes to a stop.
Is there enough room to like turn around?
Yeah, there's enough room on this road.
All right, yeah. I turn around and start heading back.
Okay. You turn around, start heading back. That will take us to the one guy who's left. That's going to attack Zeke. 18,
That'll hit.
6 damage. Slashing.
Okay.
And that will bring us back to you, Zeke.
You betcha. It's Eldritch Blast once again, a 17 to hit.
That hits. Do your damage.
Okay. 11 damage.
11 damage. Zeke, finish him.
I walk forward, grab him by the throat, and dark energies just starts pouring out from him between my hands, and all of the flesh blasts away, and the spine is left, and he just drops to the ground.
All right, you all are now out of combat, feeling a little worse for the wear, but you all start heading back. The wagon comes pulling up with Rooster championing the reins, and Barb enjoying his time on a wagon.
I just pictured this. We've got a tiefling who's soaked in blood and ash. Barb is probably drenched in blood too. Poor bird. It's all disheveled. It's been a good time.
Yeah, he looks like you drowned a chicken.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
All right, so Christiana comes up, and she's going to cast Prayer of Healing, which it's a group heal, isn't it?
I
Prayer of
believe
Healing?
so, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so she's going to cast Prayer of Healing on all of you. 14 points of healing.
So
Is that spread out, or...
No, I'm pretty sure it's individual. I'll double
you
check
can see
though.
with it, regain hit points
Each
equal
regain
to...
hit points.
Yep. Okay, so all of you regain 14 hit points.
Tells you.
Wow.
So
As she does that, I wake up and I say, thank you, and then I'm like looking around and kind of freaking out for where the marked one is.
Okay. Yeah. Mark 1 is exactly where you left him, sound asleep, over in the brush next to these trees.
So I'll jump down and throw him in the back of the cart.
Okay. You throw him in the back of the cart. And Christiana says we should head out. And so she hops into the cart as well. Anybody doing anything else before
I'm gonna
you guys
loot.
head out? You're gonna loot? Okay. Go ahead and roll investigation.
13.
Okay, so you find probably about 20 copper.
Okay.
Between all the bodies. And they have scimitars if you would like a scimitar.
I'm okay. I'll leave them. Strength-based things aren't my strong suit.
Aren't your forte? Okay, so you guys head out and begin
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Can
What were
I
you gonna
just
say?
check what the contents of the wagon are?
So you look in the back and you open up this burlap sack and you look at, or not burlap sack, you open this big cloth that's covering it. And inside is some food items, just some little rations, as well as some extra scimitars, and some clothing items.
Okay.
We'll save them for the guys back at the camp. See if they want any of it.
So you guys begin heading out down this trail. It is starting to get really late into the night. Christiana recommends that we pull the wagon off the roadaways and camp for the night.
Agreed.
Mhm.
I signaled
No
that I think we
fires.
should keep going.
You want to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. Does
I don't.
anyone
I'm
else
tired. I've been fighting the whole time.
I
Rooster
think at least a
Didn't
short
fight
rest.
half the time.
Okay.
I think at least a short rest, just so I can regain
Okay.
spell slots and
I
she
signal
can.
and tell you you can sleep in the
You
wagon.
can't regain spell slots during a short rest.
Warlocks can.
Oh, touche. All right.
Can we do
yeah,
short rests and whatnot in the wagon? Like have a driver switch
The
off?
driver can't.
Right.
I mean,
But we could
But
go
yeah,
through
if
the
you guys
night and
wanna
rotate
switch.
drivers?
Yeah,
That's fine. We
think
can
that'd be
do
good,
that.
Yeah.
so you guys switch off driving and you get to the edge of the mountain where it starts to begin its switchbacking back down. Now you guys are about 3 or 4 miles south of where you'd gone up, and the camp is just north of you guys. And you see, as you look down, a bunch of fire all throughout the camp. And on the wind, you can hear screams. And that's where we'll stop for tonight. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the show.
And if you did, leave us a 5-star review on iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcast.
We'd also love to hear some of your feedback and comments, and we got a few ways for you to do that.
For example, jump right into Twitter and go ahead and follow us. Our handle is at NSSDBros, or hit us up with our hashtag NSSDBros.
And if you need another way to get in touch with us, check out our website at NSSDBros.com.
And be sure to follow and subscribe to see what other trouble our dungeon duds get into on the next.
Not
so
super
Dungeon
Bros.
Dude, you guys are all dumb.